Yes, you can start, sir, please.
Knowledge, and the college has been organizing webinars till now. Hundreds of national and international webinars have been organized, and this has become a reality. Strong academic leadership of respected principal Dr. M. Ambedkar sir. He is the chief organizer and also the chairperson of the current international webinar. First of all, I welcome him as the chairperson of this international webinar. Today we are very fortunate to have the keynote speaker and resource person, Honorable Miss Suellen Glazer from Law Training Center, England. I very heartily welcome her as the chief guest and keynote speaker for this international webinar on this virtual platform. Today's topic of webinar is how to become Solicitor of England and Wales. Honorable keynote speaker is going to enlighten us about all the aspects related to this topic. I once again welcome her on behalf of the college and organizing committee members. I also welcome all honorable organizing committee members, Vice Principal Dr. S.D. Misal sir, Karanje sir, Utge Praveen sir, Sudhir Garad sir, Ambadas Killari sir, Dr. Patwari sir, Dr. Wadkar sir, Dr. Dhole ma'am, and IQAC coordinator of the college, Dr. Sanjay Kade sir. Before the commencement of the speech by the keynote speaker, I would like to invite Dr. Dhole ma'am to introduce today's chief guest and keynote speaker. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
A very good evening to one and all. You are welcome to this grand national and international webinar series organized by Shri Kumarswami Mahavidyalaya, Ausa. Firstly, I would like to thank respected principal and chief organizer Dr. Ambedkar MM for giving me an opportunity to introduce a resource person on this virtual platform. My special thanks goes to all respected organizing committee members, IQAC coordinator and staff members who are supporting like backbone of this series, and a big thanks to all the respected participants who are joining very regularly and punctually from all over India and abroad also, and they are making this series a very successful series. So today it's my golden opportunity to introduce the great personality from England. We all are very happy and excited to hear today's keynote speaker, Mrs. Suellen Glazer, Law Training Center, England. Title of speech is How to Become a Solicitor of England and Wales. Mrs. Suellen Glazer is a lawyer, educator, and academic. She is the Business and Partnership Manager at a Law Training Center in the United Kingdom. Her Law Training Center offers life-changing online legal qualifications such as the SQE for Solicitors of England and Wales, NALP for paralegals, CILEX and CLC conveyancing, CLC probate practitioner, which can be studied anywhere in the world. She is working with an amazing team, works both locally and absorbed with partnerships, and they also work with a variety of learners including foreign lawyers and students with degrees all over the world who aspire to qualify as a Solicitor of England and Wales, CLC, conveyancer, etc. So with this introduction, I would like to request Honorable Suellen ma'am, please start your presentation. Thank you.
Welcome to all the participants. I would like to correct one thing. Mrs. Suellen Glazer is present here, but she is allowed her colleague Rebecca ma'am to present today's speech. So we welcome both of her. Thank you, madam. Can you continue, please?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Thank you, fellow colleagues. And thank you to the college for allowing us the opportunity to present to you here today. So welcome, colleagues. Greetings from the United Kingdom. We are very pleased to be able to present to you today. And thank you so much for joining us today on your Sunday. So today, as by way of introductions, we are going to be talking to you about how to become a Solicitor of England and Wales through the SQE, and that is the new Solicitors Qualifying Examination. And this will enable you to be able to practice law in England and Wales. So as by way of introductions, we are from Law Training Centre and we are based in the United Kingdom. My name is Suellen Glazer. I am the Business and Partnership Manager at Law Training Centre. And as already mentioned, I am a lawyer. I hold an LLB, I hold 2 master's degrees and various certifications. I'd like to also introduce my colleague who is presenting with me here today in the United Kingdom. Rebecca, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today. So my name is Rebecca. I have a law degree and extensive experience within the law sector and higher education consultancy. I'm currently student acquisition support for Law Training Centre, helping with student engagement enrollments onto our courses. I'll pass it back on to you, Suellen.
Thank you, Rebecca. So Law Training Centre is an accredited training provider of online legal education, and that is legal education for the UK. So we are based in the United Kingdom, but all our courses are offered online. So we have students that study with us in their home countries all over the world. So on our screen in front of you, we'll see just a few of the accreditations that we offer. So we are accredited and we are allowed to offer these legal qualifications. And I'll go into a little bit more detail of these qualifications or routes to law in England and Wales with you. As already mentioned, and today's presentation will primarily be on the new SQE, that is the Solicitors Qualifying Examination course, and that is the course that you will take in order to be allowed to practice law in England and Wales. In some countries, a solicitor is called a lawyer, or indeed in some countries, a solicitor is also referred to as a barrister. So once you qualify as a Solicitor of England and Wales, then you are allowed, permitted to be able to practice law in England and Wales. And a solicitor is permitted to practice in all areas of law. Alternatively, we also offer these CLC courses. Now, these CLC courses are through the SQA, that is the Scottish Qualification Authority. And there are 2 CLC courses that we offer. The one is a conveyancing course. Now that is a course that you would take in order to be permitted to handle property matters in England and Wales. An example is the transfer of property. A conveyancer would manage that. Alternatively, we also have the Probate Practitioner course. Now this is the course that a learner will take in order to be able to handle matters associated with wills or even with deceased estates. Alternatively, we also offer the NELP Paralegal course. That is the paralegal course in order to be a paralegal in England and Wales. And we also offer the SILEX, it is now called the CPQ course, to become a legal practitioner. And that's an alternative route in order to practice law. Now, we can provide plenty more information on these various courses. However, we are only going to be discussing the solicitor course today. At the end of the presentation, we will have our contact details, and you are welcome to get in contact with us if you are interested in any of these other courses. So as mentioned, today we are going to be talking to you about the SQE. So that is the new course that has been provided by the SRA, that's the Solicitors Regulatory Authority, in order to qualify to practice as a Solicitor of England and Wales. The route to become a Solicitor of England and Wales. Well, first and foremost, you'll have your degree or equivalent. This can be a degree from the UK, or it can be an overseas degree. You will complete your degree. You will then have to pass what we call the first assessment, that's the SQE1. You will then have a second assessment, that's the SQE2. You will need work experience. You will need to have the character and suitability requirement. And then you can get admitted as a Solicitor of England and Wales. So what are the options in order to qualify? Well, there are two options. A student could either go the direct route, or alternatively, a student, and it's a very popular route, could decide to dual qualify. To dual qualify means that a legal practitioner can practice law in more than one area, so more than one jurisdiction. So let's look at the direct route. A student can complete their degree in the UK or an overseas degree, and then they can follow the route to become a UK solicitor. Alternatively, to dual qualify, a student can complete their degree, they can become a lawyer in India, and then they can proceed to also become a solicitor in the UK. They can then practice law in India, and they can practice law in England and Wales. And this is to dual qualify. So let's see how this would look in practice. Should a learner decide that they only want to become a UK solicitor, so they want to follow the direct route, they'll complete their degree from the UK or their degree overseas. They will do their SQE1 assessment, SQE2 assessment, have their work experience, be the character and suitability requirements, and get admitted as a Solicitor of England and Wales. Now, alternatively, a student can decide to dual qualify. Once again, a very popular route. The student can complete their degree, they become a lawyer in India. They then proceed to do their SQE1 assessment, their SQE2 assessment. They do not now need to do the work experience. A foreign lawyer from a foreign jurisdiction looking to dual qualify as a UK solicitor will not have to redo their work experience. So they'll only have to do that SQE1 assessment, the SQE2 assessment, have that characterability requirement, and then they can get admitted as a Solicitor of England and Wales, whilst they are also a lawyer in India. Now you may ask, what are the potential benefits to dual qualifying? Well, you'll see on the screen in front of you. First and foremost, to boost employability. It has the potential for furthering career prospects. There is a much wider range of employment opportunities. A lot of law firms today are handling matters, cross-border matters, on more than one side of the border. So they're handling matters in two jurisdictions. So your cross-border firms are attracting clients and business from across the border. And if they can acquire legal staff that can serve their existing clientele base on both sides of the border, then this most certainly would boost your employability. You could also target roles with employers abroad. if you are able to practice law abroad. Next, you could attract new clients. If you are looking strategically about how to broaden your client base, you could look at clients across the border. A learner might also want to live abroad. Well, being qualified in another jurisdiction could most certainly enhance your opportunities abroad. Once again, immigration laws will apply. We are not immigration consultants, so we do suggest that a potential learner looking at this option look to the UK government website at the work visa, that is the Tier 2 scheme opportunity. Now, why would a learner want to dual qualify in the UK? Well, English law remains the dominant choice and preferred jurisdiction for global business. India and UK have always had wonderful trade agreements, and this has been boosted recently. English law unlocks the door to offering a global approach to clients. Let's not forget that the UK remains an economic hub. It is home to the UK Stock Exchange. Lawyers practicing with the UK, within the UK, have international clientele. Also, in addition, with the new SQE, Solicitors Qualifying Examination route, the ease of dual qualifying has been even more accessible. On your screen in front of you, we've just taken a screenshot from the UK government website just to show the India and UK trade relationship and how it's been enhanced. The Prime Minister announced a £1 billion new India-UK trade agreement. Now let me hand you over to my colleague Rebecca. Rebecca?
Thank you, Suellen. So, why study with Law Training Centre? So, first and foremost, our tutors have a great amount of experience within the legal industry, and also they are current practitioners and solicitors or barristers. So, they are more than capable of giving you great amount of information and specialist teaching in each subject matter that they're teaching. Not only are they able to do that, but they're also able to give you insight into the industry and advice on how to kickstart your career in law. Again, our e-learning platform is set up to be very easy and very accessible no matter where you are across the world. So it's more than capable of being used on devices such as computers, laptops, a mobile device, and we've had past learners from international countries such as Dubai or South Africa who have used the platform with ease and can testify that they've had a great amount of support regardless of the time difference. So another thing is our tutors are very responsive and will be able to help you and provide you that personal academic sort of coach element to your degree. Now, alongside the course, you will get extensive amount of learning materials on Moodle. You'll have written study materials, revision flashcards. You'll get access to workshops. Obviously, with the time difference, we've taken into consideration that. So if you have missed any sort of lectures or questions and answer seminars, you will have a full amount of access to pre-recorded and live lectures as well. You would also get access to excellent learning resources platforms such as Law Trove, Practical Law, and you will also get a Pass Plus guarantee. So hopefully no one fails on this course, but in the event that one is to fail the SQE examination, you would also be included within your package a Pass Plus guarantee. So that would be an excessive amount of mock examinations that will give you a full breakdown on how to succeed in your upcoming exams. So what do solicitors do? Now, before we go into that, the areas that we will be covering within the SQE will be business law and practice, dispute resolution, contract law, tort law, the legal system of England and Wales, constitutional and administrative law, EU law and legal services, property practice, wills and administration of estates, solicitors' accounts, land law, trust law, and criminal law and practice. So whatever area that you desire to start your career off within the UK, we'll be able to provide you with full guidance and information on that subject matter. So yeah, now we can proceed on to the next slide, Suellen. Great. So what do solicitors do essentially? So in the UK, the standard duty of a solicitor is to represent and defend the client's legal interest and to provide advice in many situations. So for example, that could be giving advice on everyday issues such as buying and selling of homes or dealing with relationship breakdowns. Another popular role that solicitors do is protecting individuals' rights and making sure that they're treated fairly by public and private bodies. Now, a solicitor's work can be divided into two types of works. So you have contentious legal work, which is resolving disputes between two or more parties. So this is usually in a courtroom or a tribunal. And then you also have non-contentious legal work. So that is dealing with the legal aspects of a client's business or personal matters. For example, managing company mergers and acquisitions or making a will. So it takes a lot of work when being a solicitor. So you would have to research cases and legislations, draft letters, contracts, wills, or other legal documents. You would be required to liaise with your clients and other professionals such as barristers or representing clients in court or tribunals as a solicitor's advocate. But once you guys are a newly qualified solicitor, you will be known as probably an assistant to begin with and will typically work under the supervision of a partner or a senior assistant solicitor. But gradually, as you start progressing in your career, you will take on increasing levels of responsibility, building your technical legal skills, and you'll also develop client handling, business management, and development skills. As you gain seniority, you would then now be in the position to supervise other junior colleagues. So where can solicitors work? So the law industry in the UK is not limited. When you qualify to be a solicitor, there are many opportunities and avenues that you can then progress onto. For example, you can work in law firms, in private practice, part of the central or local government, legal departments within organizations, so mainly within house companies. So if you take, for example, Accenture, which is a global consultancy firm, it hires a great amount of solicitors on a yearly basis, arguably more than any law firm in the world. You can then also work in the Crown Prosecution Service, or you can also work in law centers as well. So you do have a varied amount of places that you can develop, and you will not be restricted just to work in one particular type of law industry. That is it on my end, so I'll pass it back on to you, Suellen. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. So in the screen in front of you, you will see our contact details, suellen@ltckent.co.uk, alternatively info@ltckent.co.uk. If you are interested in finding out about any of our courses, we are more than happy to oblige and can give you career advice if appropriate. I'd just like to add that the SQE course that we have discussed today is the new course that has been introduced by the Solicitors Regulatory Authority. It has taken over from the previous QLTS course, which is the course that foreign lawyers and students would take in order to be able to qualify as a Solicitor of England and Wales. We thank you very much, fellow colleagues, and to the college for allowing us the opportunity to be able to present Law Training Centre's SQE course with you here today. We would welcome any questions from the panel regarding any of the courses that we currently offer. Thank you so much. May I hand you over to Madam Speaker?
Thank you, both of honorable ma'ams, for enlightening lecture on the topic how to become a Solicitor of England and Wales. The topic has been cleared very well, and it can be helpful for those who are the aspirants to to become solicitor. So thank you very much. And now, after the keynote speech, if any of the participant has any question or doubt, he or she can present it before honorable members. Please, participants.
Please feel free, anyone, to ask any questions, even if you would like to ask the questions by typing them. We are more than happy to oblige and assist.
Those who are participants are from a law field and they have joined with their students, please ask if any query we have.
So, I have a quick question. Do we have any specific diploma or a degree program which kind of prepares me for this, like the complete program?
Hello, sir. We provide the courses in order to prepare you for this exam. So the entrance to that is that you have your overseas degree, and our solicitors will take you through the modules and the courses that we provide online that will prepare you to write these exams in order to be admitted as a solicitor. So in India, you have law which is based on, if I'm correct, you have the common law, which is exactly the same as South Africa, where I'm originally from, is that our law, South African law, is also based on the common law. So we have a very similar thread to the UK law. So our solicitors will prepare you for these examinations that you will be writing in order to qualify. I hope that helps, sir.
Yeah, that helps. Thank you.
Thank you, Sayyid sir, for your question, and thank you, ma'am, for your explanation. Once again, I would like to request participants, if they have any doubt or question, they can ask, please.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir, I can hear
Yes,
you.
sir.
Hello.
Hi.
Ma'am, my question is, what are the qualifications are required to become a solicitor?
Yep, so
It's a very good question. Oh, sorry, Rebecca. Yes,
No, it's all
with
right.
pleasure. Please take that.
Yeah.
Please take that.
So the qualifications required is that you will need a degree or level 6 equivalent to do the SQE preparation course and to sit the examinations. So if you are uncertain about the level equivalence of the current qualification that you have, you are more than welcome to go onto the SRA website, so Solicitors Regulation Authority website, to validate your degree. But overall, you will need a level 6 equivalent bachelor's degree. Hopefully this answers your question.
I'd like to add to that, Rebecca. What is quite interesting, previously with the QLTS, obviously you need to be a foreign lawyer. The route has changed a bit with the new SQE. As my colleague Rebecca has informed you, it needs to be a level 6. It does not necessarily need to be a law degree. So as long as you have a degree and it is equivalent to a level 6, you will be permitted entry into the SQEs. I hope that this answers your question. Thanks, Rebecca. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Madam, good evening. Hello. Can I know how much is the salary per month in Indian rupees?
Hello, sir. I think it's best to probably email me that question, because I will have to do the conversion or work with you with the conversion in order to be able to answer that question. So with pleasure, please send me an email. My email address, it is included in the messages in the corner, and I can provide you with an idea of the salary expectation in pounds, and we can do the conversion into rupees.
Will you please allow your video, madam, means camera? Yes, nice. Thank you.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hello, sir.
Is there any age criteria to become a solicitor in England and Wales?
No, there isn't. You can become a solicitor at any age. There's no age gap.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Is there any more question?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, I'm working in the Latur court area. I'm an advocate by profession, ma'am. So, what next do I need to do to become a solicitor? And what benefit would
Wonderful.
What benefit would it get?
Perfect.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. So you are already an admitted legal practitioner. So if you wanted to proceed now to the route to be able to also practice in England and Wales, contact us. All you would need to do is SQE 1 assessment, SQE 2 assessment, and then you can be admitted. You don't need to redo the work experience because you are already an admitted foreign legal practitioner. In terms of the benefits, well, that is entirely up to you in terms of what you're looking for. You would be able to handle matters not only within India, but also within England and Wales. So you would be able to practice law in England and Wales.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, one of my
Thank you,
friends
sir.
used to work in the legal conveyancing services of UK, ma'am.
Okay.
So would I need to start on such a kind of firm over in Latur area, ma'am?
Sorry, sir, please repeat that. I heard that your colleague was a conveyancer.
Yeah, ma'am. He was working in a legal conveyancing services in Bangalore, ma'am.
Okay.
So can I also start a firm of that kind after completing it, ma'am?
Are you looking to start a firm within India or within the UK?
Yeah, in India only, ma'am. In my locality, ma'am.
Oh, in India, certainly. I don't know the requirements within India, so you've got your own rules in terms of having to start a firm. If you obviously comply with the rules in India in terms of starting a firm, then you could handle matters in India and you could look to getting a client base in the UK as well. Because if you are admitted as a solicitor, you are allowed to handle matters, legal matters, in England and Wales. You are permitted to. So then it's about you obtaining that client base. I hope that helps her. If not, you're welcome to email me, and we could even have a one-on-one discussion if that assists you further.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am, good evening. Good
Hello,
evening,
ma'am.
Please speak. Pallavi madam, please speak.
Yes, sir. Good evening, ma'am. I'm Pallavi from the Anand College of Law, Latur. I'm doing LLM here. Ma'am, can lawyer become a solicitor?
Rebecca, can I hand that over to you?
Yep, absolutely. So as previously mentioned, if you are already a qualified lawyer, you can definitely sit the SQE route. So all you need to do is take the prep course to prep for the examination and the assessments, and then apply to sit the exams. So if you're a previous qualified lawyer, yes, you can become a solicitor in the UK. Hopefully this helps.
Fine, ma'am. Is there any difference between solicitor and lawyer?
Madam, let me help you with that.
Yeah.
So it is the same thing. In countries, it's called different things. We were presenting the other day to a university in Indonesia, and they referred to a lawyer, a solicitor, as an advocate. So it's just different terminologies. Where I am from originally in South Africa, we are referred to as lawyers. So in the UK, it is referred to as a solicitor.
Fine, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Nice to talk to you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. It's lovely
Thanks,
to
Pallavi.
talk to you. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes,
Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello.
please speak.
Ma'am, my question is that what is the difference between barrister and the solicitor in UK?
It's a very good question.
Yeah.
Would you like to answer that, Rebecca?
Yep, sure. So as time has progressed on, the line has been blurred a bit. But traditionally, solicitors would deal more with the litigation side of things and paperwork and be out of the courtroom, and then they would instruct a barrister who would then represent the client in either the court of law or in a tribunal. But as of now, you can get solicitors who are solicitors advocate who can go into the courtroom and represent a client. But traditionally, one side, in simple terms, will be more restricted to like paperwork in office sort of job, and the other will be more representing a client in a court of law.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
No worries.
Please discuss with resource person, both resource person.
Is any more question?
Okay. While we are waiting for questions, I am pleased to announce that Law Training Centre have an access to law scholarship, which is currently in place. So we are accepting applicants who would like to get a great discount on the course. So you get to save £1,000 off of the course. This is ending in the 31st of December. So if you are interested, guys, please seize the opportunity and get in touch with us. You can simply just drop an email to info@ltckent.co.uk. info@ltckent.co.uk, and we'll give you more information about our scholarships.
Thank you, Rebecca. Yeah, our scholarships are wonderful. It's a wonderful opportunity to be able to study and practice as a Solicitor of England Wales. So please feel free to make contact with us and we can explain that to you in further detail.
If someone not noted any email address from madam, so please use mail me your email address. Means as you have mailed me, you detail about the scholarship. I will share to all law students and principals, those who are joined here.
Okay, sir.
Thank you all the participants for your questions, and also I thank Honorable Ma'am for their wonderful response and explanation. And now, after this fruitful discussion session, I would like to invite Chairperson of today's national webinar, respected Principal Dr. M.M. Bedkar sir, to deliver his concluding words and his studious opinion about the keynote speeches. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Professor Karad sir, all the organizing committee members, Vice Principal S.D. Misal sir, Dr. Anil Wadkar sir, Dr. Dayanand Patwari sir, Dr. Shri Ughade sir, Dr. Anita Dhole madam, Shri Karanje sir, Shri Udge sir, Kilare sir, Garud sir, and I will mute someone. Yes, and the principals joined here from Law College, respected Poonam Nathani madam, with her staff and students. Also, Principal Vilas Sonone sir, Principal Chandrasen Kothawale sir, my all staff members. It was very nice initiative from our college that to invite resource person on various topics, and fortunately you accepted our invitation to speak on law, and you also given a subject how to become a Solicitor of England Wales SQE, and as per the time delay it was delayed 2-3 times, but you still was in touch and presented today here. What is the time in your country we don't know, but you have joined before all participants and you with your colleague also Rebecca madam, she is also nicely cooperated with you, answered very nicely questions and perfect questions to our students. Those are we are interested. Basically our college is not law basic college, but as per your suggestion, I invited all law teachers, students, advocates, and those who are working in the field of law, and we are very thankful to all those who have joined here and taken benefit of this program. Also, you have announced a few scholarship and different courses of your law call center. You mail me, I will submit or communicate all the email IDs or what facility you are giving for learning, teaching, or any from your center. I will communicate to all students and the teachers and principal, those who are joined here. Also, one advocate from Latur, from my area, was starting to willing to start a law center here also. So you can help to all the those who are will join to you. You cooperate to them, and it was very practically applicable session for us, those who are willing to become a solicitor of England, and what is the process, what are the examination, what are the steps, what are the India and your country have that communication, and all faculty facilities given by communicated by all them. So thank you, madam, both of you. You have joined here, and your knowledge about this too, and very perfect time. I thankful both to Mrs. Suellen Glazer and also Rebecca, who is also today help us, and in future also, if you give time for new subject regarding to law, please communicate us, we will be in touch with you. Thank you for sparing your time, and perfectly you have joined, and perfectly we are living from this session. Also I will send the link of feedback to you. You can also give details of Rebecca madam also. I will submit the certificate of both of you. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Becker. Thank you, colleagues.
Thanks for having us today.
Thank you very much to the college for allowing us to present. It's been an absolute pleasure spending the Sunday with you. And Dr. Becker, we welcome further engagement. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now at the end of the international webinar, I am here for the formal vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank respected Principal Dr. M.M. Bedkar sir, who is making this series of national and international webinars a success because of his tenacity and his strong academic leadership. So I thank him, and I am very grateful and thankful to both honorable ma'ams, Suellen Glazer ma'am and Rebecca ma'am, who have accepted invitation of our college and graced us with their informative lecture on the topic, and also guided law students and teachers from India for how to become a solicitor in UK and Wales. So on behalf of the organizing committee of the college, I thank both of honorable ma'ams for sparing their precious time and giving us informative lecture. Thank you, ma'am. And now, I am also thankful to all the participants who have joined this international webinar from all over the country and from different parts of the world. And these participants are making this national webinar series a success. So I thank them also. I also thank honorable organizing committee members for their efforts, and I thank all the people who are directly and indirectly helping us to make this webinar series a success. And at the end, I would like to request all the participants, they should fill feedback form so that they can get their certificates. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Principal Nathani madam. She is principal from Law College. Also Pallavi madam and all the Umesh sir also, and all the advocates joined here. Thank you to our organizing committee member Dr. Sanjay Kale sir, IQC coordinator, and thank you to Ugade sir and all the staffs of my college. Thank you, madam. Now you can take rest.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.